got World War on the brink of happening. We've experienced pandemic in our life. We've seen an assassination attempt.
Yeah. Welcome back to Habibis Only. If you're new, drop a like and subscribe. If you're not new, do all those things anyways.
Check out YouTube Shorts, IG Reels. We got some good stuff on there. Got some milestones that we hit. But you know what though?
The Earth been hitting them milestones too.
That's right.
Crazy.
That's right. We got World War on the brink of happening. We've experienced pandemic in our life. We've seen an assassination attempt happen very recently. A lot of interesting things happening in this episode.
Talk about some children, your children, my children, our children.
How are you gonna raise your kids in this world?
I don't know. It's a good question. Can't. Not in the West. The West rewards degeneracy.
Yes, it does. How are you gonna take the time to install those values into your kids when everything is pushing against it?
That's a good question.
I mean, I think the answer is an easy one, personally. I think the old-fashioned way always works.
But is that possible even these days? I mean, you remember we had a video talking about the iPad generation, right? How realistic is that to not like give your kids an iPad? If you don't, then these kids are gonna go crazy. Like,
look, it's not about not giving them an iPad. It's about limiting how they use it. Yeah, if they want to go on the plane, you put on a movie for them, they watch the old-fashioned way. Strict discipline, instilling values into them, and making sure that they understand the difference between good Muslim values and this nonsense that's being preached out and about. I don't care what anybody says. You want to call it brainwashing, you want to call it this, that, the other. They're going to put bad terms on instilling discipline in kids. I'm not down with any of that gentle parenting. Oh, please, honey, don't do that, please. I told you stop doing that.
Yeah.
Stop throwing the baseball at your brother, sweetheart. No, I throw baseball at you.
There's this interviewee. They ask the person, do you think it's okay to convert or transition children?
Yeah, yes.
They're like, yes. And then they're like into Christianity. They're like, no.
So do you think it's okay to transition children?
Yeah.
To Christianity?
No.
Would you homeschool?
Oh, for sure.
I would homeschool.
I used to not want to.
Oh, same. I would never
thought of that. Ever doing that.
Isn't that the theme of growing up? You always grow up thinking you would never be this person, then you become that person.
No, but this is something that I was like so adamant against. Because look, realistically speaking, okay, K through 12, what are the kids really gonna learn? More so socialization.
For the longest time, that's been my stance on the position. Now I'm like, what are you actually using from what you had learned K through 12?
But now they're teaching them this like agenda BS.
Yeah.
So now there's like something at stake.
We're so accustomed to the nonsense we see that it's so normalized now, which is not good.
When you see so much bad happening around you and so much inappropriate stuff that it just becomes normal and you become desensitized.
It's like people who work in like hospitals, they become numb to like trauma, stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, especially here in California, it's not uncommon to see like a practically naked woman just walking out and about. It's just normal. Weird, very strange.
You know what's such a cool analogy I heard? He's all like, the equivalent for a man looking at a woman, the difficulty that comes with that is the same difficulty women have not looking pretty.
Yeah.
So you know how difficult it is for a woman, for a girl not to look pretty? It's like the same level of difficulty for a man not to look at a woman.
He worded it like, the man's appreciation of beauty is similar to a woman's need to be appreciated.
Yeah.
For beauty to be appreciated.
Yeah.
A man is told to not appreciate the beauty, not look at the woman, and the woman is told to cover up and not let your beauty be appreciated.
Yeah.
So it's two-sided deal.
Very interesting. I'm like, that's a very good comparison.
Yeah.
For the segment you all know and love,
Shy time.
Today's chai time, we talking about some essential things.
We talk about the Olympics. We almost lost. Almost lost to Serbia.
Olympics is a sham.
Why is it a sham?
They don't make no money, the athletes. You know how much money the Olympics makes? And for the athletes to get such a minuscule amount?
Sure, but you know how much like the gold medalist gets in endorsements?
How much can you really make off of endorsements?
Oh, millions.
Maybe if you're like the top 5% of athletes, maybe.
Then how's Michael Phelps rich?
Yeah, but he's one of the greatest Olympians of all time. He's like the 1%. What about Stipe Stepanovic, who's like swimming from Russia, who just won a gold medal? I can't imagine him swimming in money.
Okay, maybe not in Russia, but here in the U.S., I'm talking about. I'm sure he's a hometown hero where he's from. I'm sure he gets free food for life in his village.
In his village? No, he just gets his freedom, maybe. Liberation.
What's your plan for World War III? Say it starts tomorrow.
It's crazy.
Russia launches a bomb.
Wow.
Hits New York. What's your plan?
Can you imagine the amount of chaos we saw with COVID, right? People fighting over toilet paper. World War III, you don't think people would be just pulling over cars and robbing them like GTA? Yeah.
Are we going to full purge mode?
Oh, 100%.
In today's society, I see that. You shoot an old lady for a bag of flour.
Yes.
It would happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I know there's
good.
a hadith. It says, I think one of the signs of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam before he
Two-thirds
comes,
of the population
two-thirds of the
dies.
population dies.
That's like 6 billion people. Like, food's gonna be cut off. The grid is gonna be cut off. Total frenzy. That's like a Walking Dead type of situation.
Huh?
People would revert to hunter-gatherer state, but how many people are actually equipped or have the knowledge to do that? Not many.
You know, this is a little strange, but some part about that sounds fun.
Hunter-gatherer?
Yeah. Imagine you return back to the woods. You have to kind of fend for yourself.
Would you want that? Are you prepared for that?
You'd essentially have to get a farm, get you some livestock.
You know what I think would be the easiest or best chance you have? If you have somewhere close to a water source and chickens. Realistically, for someone with no knowledge of homesteading, very little skills of like self-sustainability, chickens would probably be the easiest thing because they're always.
So I think cows would be the best. Because think about it, cows, they breed with themselves, they eat grass, they give you milk.
Yeah, but
a couple months worth of food.
Yeah, but they could require a lot of space. That's the problem. And a lot of maintenance. Chickens, very little compact space you need for them. They're always laying eggs, and you could survive off of like 2 eggs a day if you needed to.
No.
If you had to?
No.
2 eggs?
2 eggs a day?
Yes.
Dude.
If you had to, you
Dude.
could.
No.
You're saying this. If you had to, you could.
This dude talks about 2 eggs a day. Mr. Can't go a day without 4 meals over here.
I'm
Talks
growing.
about-
I gotta get big. Mo
Wow.
over here. Doomsday situation.
You know what?
This
I'd like
isn't
you.
enough.
I'd like you to try a
No!
week. You think with David Goggins, 2 eggs is all I need. Boy, stop lying.
If you had to survive off of 2, I'm saying you could. Maybe you don't want to, but you could. You might be. So like with 3 chickens, you can make it. You can survive.
Okay, you do that, buddy.
And very
You
little,
get you 3
very
chickens.
little food they need.
You have to actually feed them something.
Yeah, like cornmeal and
Okay, we're gonna find cornmeal. You know, you realize you need corn for cornmeal.
yeah, but like anything, any scraps you have,
So I have to feed them my food.
bread, little bits and pieces.
Bro, are
here
you
and there.
kidding me? No.
Where are you gonna find a cow?
Where you gonna find a chicken?
Very easily. I can acquire a chicken within
How?
like 1 hour if I
How?
wanted to.
How?
Go to the local chicken guy. You know how hard it is to get a
Right,
cow?
because the nukes are going off. The local chicken guy gonna stay there, huh? Yeah, your local chicken
He's
guy.
gonna
Hey,
because of that,
chicken.
yeah.
Anyway, guys, it's very late. As you can see, this video went a lot of places. Let us know in the comments how you guys are gonna prepare for this. How you guys are gonna raise your kids.
Donate below so we can buy a cattle ranch. Yes.
Donate
Support
below
the
so
dream.
Haas can buy 2 eggs a day.
Support the dream.
The
Cattle
Habibi
ranch.
Cattle Ranch. But until then, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, check out our Instagram Reels, check out YouTube Shorts. Anyway, guys, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum sabak.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You know, I got funny. Unexpected.
You're just mumbling today.
you
You know you're
go-
gonna
We want Bobby Boo chicken, man. We want the purple.